Happy Saturday, you beautiful souls. So, I felt guided to come on and just do a daily energy guidance check in message for you. This is with Tarot. I have got a message from the universe and I have pulled a card at the end which I haven't looked at yet, and it's Embrace Nature, Wisdom, and Awaken the Power Within. Now, firstly, before we start, I will say I never reach out to anybody. I would never private inbox anybody regarding readings or anything. So if you do get anything like that, just know it's not me. If you do like the content that I bring, all I ask is please can you do like, share, comment, subscribe, however it is for you, to see more content. And because I love doing this, I absolutely love connecting to the energy and seeing what's going on and bringing advice in love and light, positivity, helpful, hopeful, renewal energy for you, and to maybe bring things to the light that maybe you are not aware of. But like I said, don't let tarot rule your life. Use it as a little bit of a guidance as where you are in life. So, daily energy guidance check-in. The two cards that came out was number 13, the Death and Rebirth. Now, this is the major arcana, or the both actually major arcanas. This is the major arcana. So the death and rebirth for me, how I see things is it is transformative energy. It is you have to basically let your old identity die to rebirth to the person who you are becoming, or who you want to be, or who you should have been in the first place, amidst all the limited beliefs and all that sort of stuff that was installed in you by unconscious behaviour. So there's no blaming, shaming, judgment, guilt. It is just what it is. This means to me as well, I feel like you've done the dark night of the soul, or if not, you are possibly going through the dark night of the soul, and that work is not easy. So if you are going through the dark night of the soul, just let me tell you, because I've been there and I've done it myself, and it is very transformative energy. The light is there at the end, like you can see. The light is there above the darkness of the trees. And in order to have a death and rebirth transformation, you have to let that ego die that's controlling you, the mind. You have to have an ego death, and that's just the way it is. And you learn so much more about yourself and your lessons, your life lessons. You are probably learning from them. But them lessons aren't come here to, yes, they are challenging. Yes, they've been traumatic. I am not disregarding anything regarding like that. But they are here to transform you and to show you things about yourself, or to learn from them cycles and them challenges. Because remember, the horse year is coming up soon. So we're going to be starting and moving fast with this energy. So if you are in the... people will, when you're off through a dark night of the soul and transformative energy, people are going to think you cracking up, or, you woo-woo or whatever. Let them, because that's just their perception of you. It's nothing to do with you. They need to go look at themselves. If they're sat there judging you, they need to go take a look at themselves. This is, if you are at this stage of life, this was needed, and it was your path to be on. So just know that. And yes, it's hurtful, painful, dark. You feel isolated and everything, but solitude's brilliant. I love solitude. I just love time on my own. And it's not, well, I'm a Virgo, so hermit is my tarot card. So that resonates with me a lot. But the dark night of the soul is not easy. So if you are in that, just know I am here to tell you, because I have personally done the shadow work, the dark night of the soul, removed all generational trauma, and there is light. You are the light. The light is within. But in order to get to the light, you visualize yourself as an onion. You have to strip the layers away, all the darkness, all the fears, the ego death, everything, the belief systems, the what you thought you were. It's like having a death of yourself in order to rebirth who you should have been before you got installed with all them unconscious beliefs. So yeah, that's where you're at. And I feel like in order to do this as well, there is the devil. Now, the devil, people see this as bad. It can be toxic behaviour. It can be people that are not great for you. And sometimes you just know in the original deck, they feel like they're chained to the devil. You're not chained to nobody. It's a limiting belief. You are free to choose what you want out of life. And sometimes that comes at a cost, and you have to remove yourself from situations, from negativity, from them chains of belief. So this could also be about yourself, removing them limiting beliefs. You have to unchain yourself to get the transformative energy. You have to unchain yourself from them limiting beliefs, because all that's doing is keeping you held back in life and stuck. And you're not living the life that you want, that's fulfilling for you. So this could be anything that is not very nice patterns to yourself as well. So this can be bad habits, toxic patterns, bad behaviours. So this could be like, the old things, drinking too much, drugs, anything like that, or just people. It could be things and people that you know that are toxic for yourself, and you have to free yourself from them chains, and you can do it. Yes, is it painful? Yes, it is. But in order to move forward, we have to let go of what no longer serves us. So as long as you become aware of this, you can choose to change that for you, and you will be the light. The light's always within us. We just forget. We don't know. We come here and forget that we don't know who we are, and we get installed with what we think is normal, because it's unconscious patterns that just repeat and feels familiar. And that could as well be the devil energy. Sometimes you have to cut off what feels familiar and get uncomfortable with being comfortable, because change is tension, and tension's uncomfortable. But in order to grow, you have to go through the tension. So yeah, I definitely feel like someone's off through the dark night of the soul, transformative energy. And let me tell you now, there is a lot of collective consciousness that are waking up. People are waking up. So if you are one of these people, I will tell you that to have hope and faith in yourself, you will be the light. You are the light. The light is within. You just have to go through the darkness to get to the light. Remember, use a visionary of onion, peel and strip all them layers off, because everything is here to teach us a lesson about ourselves. Everybody's journey is different. Everybody's journey is on different timelines. Nobody's journey here is the same. It's each individual uniqueness to us. I believe we're a soul having a human experience. That is what I believe. And I believe we make a soul contract before we come down for the lessons that we want to be taught about ourselves. So that's just something to think about. You believe whatever you want to believe. That's not me pushing anything on you. My belief, how I see things. So yeah, I feel like you're going through a transformative energy, but in order to embrace who you are becoming and who you should have been, or who you are, you have to let the old identity die. And that is moving on, saying goodbye to things that no longer serve you, cutting out negative energy, cutting out toxic behaviours that are harmful and hurtful to self. That could be limited beliefs, what you do, what you say about yourself. It's time to get rid of that energy, because it's no longer serving you. And in order to move forward with the light and be the light, it's kind of like stripping all that away that no longer serves you. I hope that makes sense. And the message from the positive affirmation deck, which literally clarifies this: your attitude determines your direction. Choose positively and you'll pave the way for a brighter future. Now, if you're going to constantly be in drama, be the centre of drama, constantly posting negative and dramatic things, or in that I've just had negativity, and you're always negative, and there's nothing good to say, that's time to look at yourself, because it's not about anyone else. That's about you. It's in you. So you have to sit with yourself and work that out, why you are the way you are. So just get curious about that. But also, on the flip side to that, there is the light. But again, you have to be like visualize an onion and strip the layers off and peel the layers off in order to get to the core of who you are, what you're here for, how can you serve people, what's your soul's purpose, what's your journey to you. Just get inquisitive and ask the questions. So your attitude determines your direction. Choose positively and you'll pave the way for a brighter future. Always start your day with intentions. Start your day with intentions that today's going to be a good day. It might seem that, what's she on about? Just try it. Or just be grateful. Do a gratitude list. Show what you're grateful for every day, because that's one thing that a lot of people don't practice. They don't practice gratitude, and they maybe live in that lack mentality. Well, that's keeping you stuck as well. So last card, I haven't read what it says. I'm just going to see if it fits with this reading. Again, everything I do is in love and light, positive, hopeful, helpful, a way to move forward, and renewal energy. What do you need to do to move forward in life? Yes, that does come with facing uncomfortable things about ourselves, about our behaviours. You know, it's about being accountable for self as well. You can't just go blaming everybody else. It's about being accountable, but also having boundaries for yourself, and not letting people or places or situations hold you in back. You stand in your truth for who you are. Speak your truth, whatever that is for you. You'll know how this resonates for you. So the message from the embrace your nature's wisdom, awaken the power within. Confusion and clarity. This ties nice with what has been said. Fog often brings confusion, but it also provides you with an opportunity for reflection. Today you may feel unclear, but this is the moment to pause and reassess. Stay calm and clarity will gradually emerge from the mist. Now, when you do go through the dark night of the soul, sometimes you'll think, this is too hard, I can't do this. But you do come past a point where you can't do it because then you're abandoning yourself. So you're going to keep going forward. Not every day is love and light. I'm here to tell you that, because it's not. There is challenging times, and there is times where we feel stuck, like we're not moving forward, no progress is happening. But just let me tell you, it is happening behind the scenes, things that we don't see. Call in on your angels and spirit guides to guide you which direction you need to move forward, because everybody has them. They just live on free will. They will not come and ask and intervene unless you ask for help or guidance or a sign or whatever it is that you are seeking. Ask for help. They are there to help you. Everyone is born with them. They come down with us when we are born, even through the pregnancy. They travel, and everyone has their each individual own spirit guide. So as well, when you're going through this, there'll be times that you'll feel confused, but sit with it, go with it, journal on how you feel, because it is the most beautiful thing. It's the hardest thing, but it's the most beautiful thing to go through. And let people think what they're going to think about you, because like I said, that's their perception, and they need to go take a look at themselves instead of projecting that out. And yeah, confusion does bring clarity. And I'll tell you another time, this is one thing that I know that works me. If I get up in my thoughts, which is like the ego, the thoughts too much, not leading from my heart, I then can sometimes drown that clarity out. And clarity for me comes along with intuition and listening to what's coming in, and what's your gut feeling, how are you feeling. So that can bring fogginess when you're up in your thoughts and you're not being present. Being present in the moment brings a lot of clarity. You're not on your own. I've had a few full days where I've felt a bit stuck in energy. Today's a great day. So let me tell you, not every day is perfect, but just keep chipping away, because you'll get to where you want to be. Now I'm just going to read this card again. Confusion and clarity. Fog often brings confusion, but it also provides you with an opportunity for a reflection. Today, you may feel unclear, but this is the moment to pause and reassess. Stay calm and clarity will gradually emerge from the mist. So for me, this is sort of saying to yourself, pause, reflect on how far you've come and in which direction are you going to move forward. And that can come with, you can either meditate on that or you can journal that. One of the biggest things that I will say if you are going through this journey is, I wished I'd done a journal from day one. So if anyone ever watches this and they're going to go through this, I say to you, journal from day one, because sometimes we forget how far we've come along. But yeah, definitely journal. So sit with it and ask yourself these questions, because, and that can also mean, instead of being in a thinker brain and overthinking, like the devil energy, getting stuck in them negative thought patterns, go into stillness, clear your mind. That might mean going for a walk or doing some housework or whatever it is that puts you in that zone of shutting out the mind, and clarity will come. It does come. So I'm here to tell you that it does come. Trust the journey, trust in yourself, and have faith in this, in yourself, because you are the light. I'm here to tell you, you are the light. The light is always within. We just forget. And it's time that you start shining that light, and don't be held back in life by anybody's projection onto you, by any belief system. You be you, stand in your sovereignty and your true authentic self, because the right people will align with where you're at energetically, with your frequency and your vibrations, and the ones that are not will just fall away, and that's okay. It's part of life cycle. It's a circle of life. Now have a blessed rest of your day. Peace, love and light. Donna, namaste.